Ever since the dawn of the first time Joe Biden ate an ice cream cone, there was a question. What is the best starting room walleye in Call of Duty Zombies history? Now, a question asked by many, including nobody at all. I was playing a lot of Black Ops 3 lately, and I realized how much I actually really enjoy using the RK5. Like, it is an absolute butt crack slapper to the zombies. You buy this thing, and the zombies just have actually no chance at all against you, especially compared to something like the butt crack wet fart of an asshole that is diarrheaing all over the place, like my verbal yapping. That is the Kar98K. The Kar98K hits like a wet fart past round 3 and genuinely will not get you anywhere past round 3 or 4 unless you have the accuracy of Lee Harvey Oswald and are one-tapping every zombie in the head like you are pretending he's JFK, because if you're not hitting those one-tap deadshot daiquiri dick-deflating headshots, I'm sorry, but it's GG for you. And don't even get me started about how bad it is on a dog round. Are you kidding me? You cannot even pretend that this weapon is going to be helpful to you on a dog round. We just look at this bullshit. They could make the argument that I did miss a lot of my shots, but I feel like even if I did hit the shots, the Hellhound would have been offended at me that I was even trying to kill him with such a pathetic specimen of a weapon, and then he would have proceeded to bite my rectum like a colonoscopy doctor gone feral for the taste of ass. So it was pretty haunting trying to do that. And then you have the Gewehr as well, which is just generally not the best gun of all time. It's definitely a lot better than the Kar98K, but it's generally still ass. Like, if you hit your headshot, sure, like for the one of the first wall buys ever of all time, it's a decent enough weapon. It'll run you to about round 5 or 6 if you can hit your headshots, but the second you find the Thompson or the double barrel shotgun, it's just time to get rid of this useless piece of shit. Like, I would just rather use my starting pistol, honestly, to farm up a little bit extra points. I think it's held back mostly by its lack of a fast rate of fire and the weird iron sights and only 10 bullets per mag, and the maps it's on, honestly. It's just generally not that good. And then you move over to Black Ops 1 zombies, and this is where the starting room weapons tend to get a little bit better. You know, you got the classic Olympian M14. These two have been rivaling longer than Obama versus my butthole, because this shit has been going on for eons and centuries at this point in the COD Zombies community. These two weapons have been at goddamn Civil War Captain America style with each other, and I'm honestly on the side of the M14 gang because I think the Olympia is just absolutely atrocious. I would even say it's astically fuck prick useless piece of shit. I hate this gun so much. I would go to war with an elephant against my asshole with his tree trunk thigh tusk faster than I would ever willingly pick up this gun inside of a regular match of Call of Duty Zombies, because this map just kind of sucks ass. Okay, this starting room weapon is on literally every single one of the Black Ops 1 maps, and it's genuinely just not a good time at all when you use it. You have to reload every 4 fucking seconds when you use it, and it's like, oh, you missed one bullet. Well, guess what? You're dead now, because your enemy has a wider opening than Lizzo from if she was a Super Smash Bros. Melee character with a fat-ass hitbox to just wipe you the hell out. You have no chance to recover if you miss even a single bullet and you have to reload. I will always be the M14 gang. The Olympia is satisfying to use until literally round 3 when it stops like one-shotting from like a peanut pissing distance away from the zombies. So at that point, I just use the M14, especially since the M14 is just a one-shot headshot until about round 4 anyway. So I really think the Olympia is a pointless wall buy, except for the satisfaction that you get to use it for the first 2 minutes of the match when you're one-tapping zombies. That's pretty useful and pretty satisfying to use, but I would never actually run this piece of shit in a regular match of Call of Duty Zombies. I guess when you upgrade it, it does get the fire fuck gonorrhea piss effect on each bullet, the incendiary round, so I think that's pretty awesome. But in the use of practicality, it's just not it, chief. I would rather use a wet blanket filled with soap and cum to whack the zombies to death like a hammer. But then you have the GOAT, the absolute magnum opus, magical, whimsical, absolute beast unit, fucking awesome Giga Chad epic soldier that is the RK5. The Rapid Kangaroo 5-inch cock destroyer is the best gun in Call of Duty Zombies history when in terms of starting room weapons, and I will die fighting this battle for my RK5. The RK5 is literally one of the most satisfying things to use of all time. It's a 3-round burst with a beautiful headshot multiplier that a one shot to the head will kill for a few rounds, and then if you managed to hit all the bursts. It's like around 5 or 6, and it's even good without being paired with double tap 2.0. Honestly, like, it's very beautiful. It's really good for the early game to farm those early game points. It's probably one of the best point farmers in all Black Ops 3, as well as it generally has great killing potential paired with double tap 2.0 until about around 20. Actually, like, if I had the RK5 and I have double tap in its path, I'm feeling really goddamn confident till about around 15, 16. It's even decent for taking out the early game Margwas as well. So, like, if you were playing a map with Shadows of Evil, you don't really have to worry as long as you have this bad boy tucked away in your asshole. And if you have completed every single Easter eggs, well, you don't really have to worry about using it because you will spawn in with this gun, making it just free to have forever, which is fucking days. And I never even really did all the Easter eggs, so I didn't even spawn with this thing, but it's generally still just worth the 500 points, because if you buy this weapon, you're gonna make your money back and then some in the next round or two, because you just earn so much fucking points with this thing. You're like Mr. Beast without controversies piling up. Like, you're just gonna be able to farm so much damn money. You're gonna feel like you won the lottery and fucked a gambling addict's asshole over. Like, it's just gonna feel amazing. It's so satisfying to use. It's just a nice looking and feeling gun with so much practical use. Like, I would rather use this weapon over so much other bullshit in Black Ops 3, like the RK9. Get that shit out of here. The Argus, the fucking Weevil. Nah, man, I'd rather have the RK5 every day of the week. Not only is this one of the best starting room weapons of all time in Call of Duty Zombies, and not the best in my personal opinion, but I believe it to be one of the best pistols in Call of Duty Zombies of all time, honestly, especially when paired with the double pack-a-punch abilities, because there's so many strats that use this weapon as a training weapon, like the Ascension Lunar Lander spawns out of the MP5K. On Black Ops 3, it's the RK5. On Shadows of Evil, it's really good for the early game. You know, there's so much practical use that you earn from this weapon just from buying it at round fucking 1, and then you can buy Quick Revive the next round, or if you're playing co-op, you could just run this shit forever. It's just such a nice weapon, and as decent as the Shiva is, I would just, after playing Dry Struck only with that weapon, I never want to use that fucking weapon again. It's such a schlog fucking frog dog to use that weapon compared to the RK5, whereas the RK5 is an excellent rapid fire burst of victory. The Shiva is a slow gonorrhea piss burn that can only fire as fast as Boogie 2998 can stay out of controversies, which is never, because bro is lying every fucking second of his life. Yeah, overall, the RK5 is easily the best starting room weapon in Call of Duty Zombies history due to the fact that it's just so easy to earn points with this thing. It can actually get you out of a few tricky situations on Shadows of Evil and every other Black Ops 3 map with a beautiful, excellent headshot multiplier that is just satisfying to use and deals enough damage to where it's useful. It's up around 15 to 20, I would say, and with double tap 2.0, honestly, probably 25. With double pack-a-punch abilities, you can actually just kind of use it until any round you want. You never really have to worry about running out of potential damage, because double pack-a-punch ability is the sexiest thing to ever happen to weapons in Call of Duty Zombies, because you can just use any weapon you want to any round, which I think is great, but they're not going to carry you, because if you do fuck up, you get cornered, you're dead, as long as you haven't used it in a little bit. So honestly, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, the RK5 is my favorite starting room weapon of all time. It completely wipes the floor with the shitty ass World at War starting room weapons. The Kar98K can go die in a fire. The Gewehr can get absolutely gooch crushed by an elephant. The Olympia can get shot like Abraham Lincoln, and the M14 could go take out as much presidents as it wants, but I ain't even using that thing compared to the RK5. I didn't really talk about the Ballista and the M1 Carbine because they're only like starting weapons on like 1 or 2 fucking maps, and I kind of forgot they existed because they're kind of ass cheeks and not even worth talking about. I guess the Carbine is okay, but it's only a starting room gun on Noct, and as decent as it is, when you can't pack a punch and how tight Noct is, it's kind of an ass thing to even go about using. So I don't really think to talk about it. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this video? You know, am I spitting straight facts? Or is the RK5 your least favorite starting room gun? Do you prefer the Gewehr or the Kar98K? What do you like to use? Leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the video if you enjoyed. And leave a like if you think the RK5 is the best, sexiest, Giga Chad starting room weapon of all time. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good one, gamers. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out, gamers. I shit all over the RK5. Plug.